MUL 17 is one of the manuscripts of Middle Eastern collection of the University of Melbourne. It has got two independent books that are bound together in this one volume. The first book is a 17th century copy of 100 sayings. These sayings are in Arabic. There is their translation into Persian in the form of poetry by Adel ibn Ali Shirazi. The second book is a 16th century copy of Futuh al-Haramain, which is one of the oldest copies of this text in the world. Looking at the illustrations of MUL 17, there are some elements there that haven't been described in the text, but the illustrator added those elements to the illustrations to point to the special miracles or fables or narratives. All these elements help pilgrims to connect to Hajj pilgrimage and to those special places that were depicted in the manuscript.
Prophet Muhammad taught us that God does not look at our wealth or our appearance. God looks into our hearts and the nature of our deeds. And that teaching is really brought to life at Hajj because everyone looks the same. You could be standing next to the Queen of Jordan or next to a very poor farmer. The Queen's not wearing her tiara, her $10,000 Gucci gown, her stiletto heels. She's wearing thongs and a very basic frock. So it really does reinforce that everybody's equal in the eyes of God. Another thing we learned on Hajj, or I personally learned, was just a sense of humility, because you meet people from all parts of the globe, people who are experiencing abject poverty. There are people who have spent their whole life saving up just to go to pilgrimage. I went to Hajj in 2008, and it was probably one of the most incredible experiences of my life. There was one day that was particularly challenging for me, because some days you're walking 13, 15 kilometres a day. I was pretty fit, but I was still complaining, it's hot, and how far is there to go, and my legs are aching, and there's so many people here. And then I look up and I see this man who would have been close to 100, had no teeth, and he was severely deformed. I noticed he was wearing one thong, so I gave him a thong for his right foot, and he just turned back and looked at me, this huge toothless grin, and he was just so happy to be there and not complaining. Yeah, that was a bit of a turning point for me, I think, as well.
Assalamu alaikum. Pilgrimage is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Pilgrimage is very important for Muslims who goes there to the holy lands in Mecca and Medina. For these people who are able to go there, they can bring and buy some souvenirs such as prayer racks, tasbih beads, and the Quran. Prayer racks, for example, can be woven from different materials like silk, cotton, wool, and they most of the time depict in the Kaaba. Other objects also that pilgrims can have and we collecting at the museum is part of the carpet of the Prophet's mosque, which is called the Rawda place. This carpet is in this specific area, it's green color and it's different from the other carpets in the mosque. And when you go to the mosque, you find all the people just racing to reach this carpet to pray in this specific area because it has a high significance in heart of each Muslim.